Greetings again from lovely Cordova. This is Peter Dunn, Director of La Lucena. Today I want to show you a little bit about composting. So composting is like one of the huge solutions to the problem of our rubbish, of our trash. Because most of our trash, actually a little over 50% of household rubbish is organic. So every day we peel potatoes, we peel carrots, we eat apples, we have a banana, we do all this stuff and we throw all that organic waste into the same bin. A terrible tragedy and also part of a huge problem. We need to start separating our trash and we need to start using it, because organic waste turns into compost, which is what we use and what we're going to be using for our forestry classroom, and just as a lifestyle choice. It's a great thing to do. Let me show you. So this here is my household composting bin. And every day I bring a little tray that I have in the kitchen where I separate all my organics and I throw them in here. Now check out, you can see I can put my hand into this and the feeling is spongy, it doesn't stink, it's not rotten, and the reason for that is because my organic bin is filled with these little worms. These are Californian worms, they're red, and these guys love to eat my organic waste. About once a week I move my bin to aerate it and to give it a little bit of aeration and oxygen, and you can see that some of the trash, an old orange and stuff like that, is still fresh. There's yerba here, but then beneath I can start finding this incredible stuff, which is my compost, and this is very valuable. What I have done is I have perforated my bin, you see, with holes. I've made holes so that the excess liquids will drain. They're drainage holes, you see. Before I clean my composting bin, I'm going to take a couple of shovels out and get as many worms as I can, rescue them. One California worm in a healthy environment will lay 60 eggs a day and will go through my compost, my waste, very quickly. It takes about 6 to 8 weeks, depending on the time of the year, to compost a bin like this. You don't need to make such a big composting bin, but it's great to have at home. As I say, you'll find that your rubbish bag will not only get drier, but also cleaner, less stinky, and also much smaller. This, my friends, is an old beat-up sieve that I have. It's a zaranda in Spanish. And I'm going to run my compost through the sieve and get rid of all the excess. And I'm going to separate the compost from the trash that is still needing to decompose. Decomposition isn't the same as rotting. Okay? So I'm going to do this, and there's still the stuff that needs to decompose. There's worms in there. But underneath this, we have our compost. And that stuff is super valuable and rich fertilizer. So, after a little while of shoveling my compost, come to a very nice and spongy soil type fertilizer.
You see it still has worms in it, which I'm going to separate and put back into my compost so that they keep eating my organic waste. I have now emptied my compost bin and I'm going to start anew with my new waste. That turns into that. No smell, no rotting, no dirty rubbish.